One small step for man. One giant leap for mankind. Columbia, this is Houston, AOS, over.
Houston, Columbia on the high gate, over.
Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully. They're setting up the flag now. I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have TV coverage of the scene.
That's all right, I don't mind a bit.
They've got the flag up now, and you can see the stars and stripes on the lunar surface.
Are you getting a TV picture now, Houston?
Neil, yes, we are getting a TV picture. You're in our field of view now.
I'd like to evaluate the various paces that a person can traveling on the lunar surface. You do have to be, rather careful to keep track of where your center of mass is. Sometimes it takes about 2 or 3 paces to make sure that you set your feet underneath you.
What's up, everybody? I see people are starting to form into the audience area and get seated and situated. Sorry, it took us a little while. We had to fix some stuff. We've fixed the internet problem, and so we won't have a repeat of last week. And so we're going to have a nice, good show. So it's time to get those Bs. It's BYOBB. It's 21 and over. If you don't fit that requirement, you don't need to be hanging around here, because we're going to rape those eardrums. Woo-hoo. And we got a full house tonight. And let me see. Share the link out, and once the timer goes, you know how it works now. The timer goes up, that means that's the official countdown. So give us a few more minutes just to get everyone filed in and share this out. Stand by. All right, kids, we're getting ready to hit that timer and get ready to do our countdown and get things rolling. Thanks for coming by. We see everybody getting in here. Let me get a head count. I don't know how many we're going to get tonight, but we're going to have fun nonetheless.
10.
We're getting close. We'll get double digits at some point. I don't know if we'll hit 50 again, but we got to have Alex on for that. Those are the good ones. All right, guys, I'm going to get ready to hit the timer, and we'll be live. Probably helps if I do this. There we go. Everybody, 4 minutes, 15 seconds. Give me an audio check again, bro. Audio check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Got me?
Yeah, I got you. All right, we're getting ready, kids. You see the time. We'll be back in 4 minutes. Chug one down and go get another one. Makes the show that much better, I promise. Shut the hell up, Tony. up, everybody? We did it right the first time. No, not really, because we had to start all over. Welcome, everybody, to the Drone Hangar. I'm your host, Shelby Vole. Right next to me this time is Beehive Brian. Over there is Man Party Marty. He'll scooch over here as soon as he can. Let me make sure I got this working.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we got everything working. Phone's working in overdrive tonight because we're using this damn internet connection. Yes, thank you. I think we all applaud that because it should look very nice now. Marty, does it look good over there? You can say it. I can hear you. So, what the hell was that, Marty? Well, we got more technical issues going on here at the old Drone Hangar because I got shit dripping on me. I don't know what it's from, dude. It's literally just look at that water all over me. Is it raining out there? It wasn't raining. What the hell? As usual, anything happens here, it's the shit show / the Drone Hangar. And when we say anything. And lately it's been internet connection, but we finally got it fixed. We're still kind of getting situated. Let's bring in the Chatty Cathy group. Let's see what we have now. And I'm going to go ahead and stop that. There we go. Cool.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and get Chatty Cathy and see what we got. And we got to give them applause on that one. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Usual faces, Tony. Brian, of course, you're right here. And I see Mrs. Bandito. She's in the house. She keeps everybody in order. Tito's in the house. Is that you with that damn fucking shit going in the background? That's crazy. We got Tito, Steve Wattenberg. I got a bug on my screen. Look at the bug on my screen. Where are all these damn bugs coming from, Marty? Cool. So we got a lot of... we got some. Let's see. Who do we have on tonight? Tonight's guest will be Shaun Taylor, a.k.a. NYTFury. He's a friend of mine. We go back ways in the drone world. So he's going to come on here. We're going to chit-chat with him. We're going to talk about what's new with him, what's going on in his world, what's going on. I think it's I can't remember what league he's in right now because he was in Dero, but he's going to fill us all in with that.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. He's back into racing, and we're also going to pick his brain about his regimen. Like, what does he do to train? Because he's what taught me. So we'll get into that story when we come back from break. And let's see, who else do we have in the background? I know we have somebody else in the background. Everybody loves him. We all know him. The Ying to my Yang.
Yang and the Ming.
A.K.A. Broseph. Oh, we don't. There we go. Woohoo! What's up, brother? See if we can hear you. Get some good audios? Let me see here. A, B, C.
You got me?
I got you. You had me at hello. Did I have you at hello?
No.
Let's see. So we got Broseph here. Oh, Big Lou's in the house. What's up, Big Lou? Oh, we got
Big
Mr.
Lou.
Bandito. He is here. So Mrs. and Mr. and Mrs. the couple is here.
That's great.
We're good. We're in good hands then. Why'd you change it, bro? You just changed it. We were going
Why?
well. Why did you change your camera?
Why?
Broseph, did we lose you? Oh, man. This is not the way I wanted shit to go today. We were doing so well. Oh, see? Oh. Now, I know this isn't me. This is straight up him. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the blame to him.
We're good.
So we're gonna transition back over.
We got a little green light that says we're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing great. 4,800 kilobits a second. We're doing great.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Chatty Cathy group. Yes. So as we're moving on, trying to get Broseph back. Let's see if I can't end that call and rip that Band-Aid off real quick for me. There we go. And get that out of there real quick, and then we'll get Broseph back here in a minute. Hopefully it will work. Reconnecting. There's a poor network connection for him. Unfortunately for him. But oh well, we'll get back.
Oh yes.
Show won't be the same. We have to have Broseph.
Yes.
It's like you're running around naked, and it's just not cool. But anyways, we have show us. So Brian and I went flying yesterday.
Oh yes.
And we went to our cool little location out in. Let me twist it. There we go. There we go. Much better.
They can see me.
Yes, they can. And it's the one where it's got that angular building.
Yes.
It's all glass. It's really cool. It's called the Blue Cross Blue Shield building. 'Cause that's what it used to be. Oh, that's what it was. It's not that. It's like if you live around here, you know where it is.
Yeah.
And we did some flying and kicked it around. We're getting a little red here. Got it red. Bring it back. We're watching our meter right here. We're praying to God, please don't fuck up. All right, good. We're back in. Just throwing numbers at me. Sorry. So we went and flew. We had a great time. Crashed our shit, all that. Took you back. I drove you back to your house because your truck's broke down.
Yeah.
And I go in, and I've never been in his house before, and I can see all his stuff. Like, he's got a ton of shit like we do. But I mean, it's just him. It's me and Marty here. So, but you had a contraption. I'm looking through all his stuff, and he's showing me these things, and then he comes across.
I build my own shit.
He tinkers. He's a tinker, and he came
right.
and I did a double take. I'm like, what the hell is this thing? And can I see this thing?
Yeah, you can dig it.
What the fuck?
You told
is
me to
this?
bring it.
I know, man. This
He
thing's
goes,
crazy.
you gotta bring that.
This is crazy. Yes, folks, laugh with me. Your eyes don't look at this thing. It's got a gasser on the front.
Gasser.
It's a quad with a gasser.
What
is that?
It's more fun with nitro.
Oh my God! So we were having a whole fun bit about this earlier at prep time, and unfortunately, Bros's not here to continue it. So I'll try to call him back here in just a sec. But look at that! Bitch put a damn gasser. What size motor is this? Do you know?
I don't even know. It came
Don't
off
even
one of my other
know.
planes.
He just yanked it off the plane, put it on this one, says I can do it, and he went and did it. Did it fly?
Once.
One time. one time and one time only did that thing finally get in the airborne. I can't believe he flew that in there. What do we got in the background? Shaun Taylor, a.k.a. NYTFury. Oh, hell. There's Shaun in the old Chatty Cathy land. We'll get to you here in a minute. We got to first bring back Broseph, see if I can't do that, because that will suck if we do not get him back in here. Because I'm not kidding, kids. He's the other half of this whole pie we got going on right here. So we flew, as we're listening to the sonar here, of trying to retrieve Broseph again. Is it?
Yeah, it's going, now it's orange. Now it's green.
So we're watching again the meter. We're trying to make sure. Last weekend was so horrible. Oh, God, almost. If we had it again, we were going to do it. Guess we can't. Well, I want to give it a couple times. Yeah, stream looks fine.
How's it? Looks fine. Looks fine.
Yeah, looks smooth. We look sexy as usual. I like that. Right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. That's right. Yes. Definitely. But again, there's Shaun. He's in the background. He's chatting to everybody. Say hi to him. We all know Shaun Taylor, NYTFury. He put his presence on the stage, what was it, 2015? 16, I think it was. I think it was then. Anyways, we're going to chat with him after break. We're going to get him on Skype, make sure it's working. So, Marty, did you want to talk about anything?
A long, long time ago.
Just waiting for Marty. He's in the background over there. Night Fluffy. Listen to Rob over here. Listen to Garland talking trash. Hasn't won a race yet. And talking to another champ talking garbage. Yeah. He's got balls. I'll give it to Rob. Rob's got it. Loco FPV.
There goes what?
So give him the mic. Let him try. What do you want to talk about?
I'm on delay.
What do you mean you're going to delay?
I'm on a delay.
So what did you want to talk about, bro?
Huh?
What did you want to talk about?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Yeah, what do y'all guys want to talk about?
So switch with him for a minute. Switch Beehive, kick Beehive out. Beehive, you go over there. You go in the warm-up circle. Yep, you go put his headphones on. Marty, you come in here because you were going to chit-chat with us about...
I'm listening to delay.
What delay? So we got chips. Tonight's food is really basic potato chips. That's about it. We don't have any sustenance of what kind. And, of course, our drinks are right here. Mine's, of course, the Diet Pepsi. And they are having beer. And there you go. So, Marty, we were talking...
What's up?
Now we got Marty.
A little loud.
Now,
a little bit loud here.
A little bit loud, a little hot.
A little bit rock and roll.
It's all right. Your deaf ears need to hear. Needs to be louder.
Well, I think it looks good tonight.
Hey, we got some people in the house, man.
Yeah,
Look, there's Shaun.
We got snacks.
Thanks, Marty. You gave us snacks. Although you did buy pizza. We did have pizza earlier today. Last week, what do we have?
Pizza.
Last week was Chinese, right? Usually, if you're new to the show and you haven't watched it before, every week we have something when we're eating. When we're on the show, we always have food. Some food. Usually. Tonight, though, kind of dropped the ball on that one. And chips. I did make barbecue, but I ate all the barbecue I was going to give to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Loco?
Coors Light here. That's what Mr. Bandito's eating. There you go, baby.
Yeah.
There you go. Get some of that Rocky Mountain love. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So we're going to do drones in the news, right?
You were going to do something. You were going to talk about what's going on right now. Because remember, guys, Marty is the commercial pilot. DJI, gets contracts, military contracts, all that good stuff. Makes the money. Makes the real money.
Make the S's and
I just do all the other bullshit with FPV. He does the other stuff legitimately making good money. And he always comes up with either DJI stuff or what's new going on with, the market. Yeah. And right now the market is all the pilots, and you fill us in. Because we got the big thing going on.
So the big discussion right now is the hurricane.
Right.
And Dorian. And everybody that I worked with out in California for like 4 months, on power line distribution work, they're all heading to Florida.
Right.
So my buddy Flight Mike, he actually lost his drone, and so
he got it stolen in New York.
New York.
Got his Obsidian stolen.
So I gave him my Phantom 4 Pro and 6 batteries, and we were going to leave out. I think it's Saturday morning at 9 a.m. We had to be in Florida embedded by 2 p.m. today. And,
so you had to be in Florida by 2 today in order to be on the contract.
Right. If you wanted to get paid.
If you want to get paid. If you want to get this.
So now, and then I got filling out all the information and stuff. I looked at it, I said, damn, my Part 107 recurrency.
So you had to do the 2 years.
Out.
His 2 years came up for him on his Part 107. 2 years, he's got to go re-up.
Right. So I called the lady up at the airport, and she set me up for the test Saturday. And
you passed it.
3:30, I passed the test, and I was had all my stuff loaded up, and I was going to head to Miami and to meet up with Flight Mike. And then I got the word it turned. Well, of course, I saw it turn, but then I got the word that they were holding back on bringing more people down. So now,
it's because of the we don't know exactly which direction Dorian is if that turn, that big hook it's supposed to make is what's killing you all, because a lot of the other guys went early. They went to Florida thinking to go and do the work for this contract, which is power lines.
That's right.
They were going to have work there. Now they don't know where the work is. Yeah. So because they don't know where it's going.
That will happen, Loco. Someday Wings will take over a lot of this DJI stuff.
He was talking about it before.
Yeah.
But putting what he's talking about right there.
Once we get BVLOS for everybody easy to get and stuff, they'll start flying wings, because some of these wings can last 2 and 3 hours in the air, and the work will be more efficient and more jobs will get done faster with wings than with the quads. So.
Correct. Well, I mean, the wings will have a different application, and the quads still going to have their applications, and they're still going to shine. Versus, they each are going to do. They're specific. Like we said earlier, at prep time, it's a tool.
Yeah,
it's a tool for a job, depending on the job. And wings, we'll see what happens. But throwing them into hurricane, even in this, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
It's going to get close enough and just going to disintegrate.
Yeah.
This thing's got 185 sustained winds,
and
then gusting to 220 gusts.
Yeah.
Dude, that's, folks, if you don't know anything about hurricanes, put it this way. That's like having an F4 tornado.
Yeah.
That's what that is equivalent to, or F3.
Yeah.
EF3 or EF4, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
That's how strong that thing is, dude. And that's usually on the strongest parts, the center of the eye, and that's how many miles wide? 20-some miles wide they were talking about?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
insane. It's huge.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going through half of Florida instead of directly all the way through Florida, which would have put everybody that's 107 that's available to work, for the next couple of weeks in Florida only. And, there's a picture of all these power trucks.
Yeah, you were showing me. Somebody was doing a live stream.
They're embedded. There's over 500 trucks, it looks like.
So 500 trucks full of pilots in
Daytona Speedway.
An electrical company for all the down power lines. I never thought about that. That's it's like a full military scale operation going down with all the people logistically to get everything set, because when it goes down, they got to build it back up, and that's how it works. I didn't really.
So it looks
What's
like.
up, Ed? Got Ed Ricker in the house again.
Hey,
he's a prima donna. He's got to have that gray box because he has 100,000 subscribers.
Yep. It should be gold,
Kissing his
actually,
ass.
instead of silver.
We're fucking kidding with you, dude. We love you.
I guess he's got to have a million.
I had to throw him a little.
I guess he's got to have 1 million subscribers before his box turns gold instead of silver.
It says "Kiss my ass."
Or actually, that could be platinum.
What's up? We got Toro in the house. Sweet. What's up, brother? So we're just chit-chatting here with Marty.
So it looks like the storm is going to hit Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina,
so that's
going
to move the pilots. The pilots that went down to Florida, now they're going to travel from there. Now they're going to move up, because they don't really know where the actual work's going to be, because that's what they're there for. They're to survey all the damage. After
so all my buds that I work with, there was 100 of us that work down in California. They're all in Florida right now. And they're all just kind of waiting, until this thing. They got to be there before it happens, and then they got to sit there and wait. Plus, it's looking at last week we were looking at 5 days of rain all the way up to Friday in Florida next week, and this is what we were looking at.
So all those dudes are just kind of standby.
It's like they'll probably start pulling people up to Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina. because it's going to be next Wednesday, Thursday. It's going to be a Cat 2 and a Cat 1 category
Here
1
in the Carolina,
when it goes through North Carolina, and we are in the band here. We're centrally located in North Carolina. Raleigh is, and we're in that red band. So we're going to see the same stuff that all the other 3 states are going to be seeing.
There it is.
So
the Rob. Edibles and vodka.
So
nice.
I'm gonna wait it out, And
you're smart. He's taking the Yoda Yoda approach to business.
I'm chilling, man.
He's
I'm
waiting.
old school.
He's old school. He's sitting there. He's
I'm
like,
packed
I'll
up.
go. Yeah.
I'm packed up. I'm charging
ready to
batteries
go.
over there. I've got like
You may be
I've already
old,
sent it
but he's
drones
smart
out.
as shit. No,
I got 5 drones that are ready to go, and I'm just going to be heading out as soon as he gets to North Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point going
Instead
now.
of
You're just going to be
going to
chasing the
Miami.
storm. Chasing the storm. You're just chasing storms right
And
now.
a lot of us
You
could
don't even know where it is.
We got to have a 500-foot minimum ceiling for us to fly these commercial jobs. So if it's raining or the ceiling's low, they won't allow us to fly. So you get paid to just sit. So if you want to go down there and sit and get paid, that's cool. But me, I'm going to wait till the action happens closer by.
Well, it's going to be interesting to pan out.
I hope it does. I hope it does like a button hook.
Yeah, just fun
and takes off,
Just
out the coast.
Because we don't want to be hitting.
And
anybody
that
hitting
did happen in North Carolina. I think one of the last few hurricanes.
All I know is you never know. We're going to find out tomorrow more, and each day it's just play it by ear. It's going to be a whole week of this.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens afterward. We'll touch base with Marty again on the next episode next Sunday and find out what happened. We'll see what Dorian actually provides.
Yeah, and so
it's okay.
So also
right,
in the news, I mean, I got some news. I didn't write nothing down.
Well, go, man. But we're on the
also
coming up on a break now. We got to head out and get ready to get Shaun on.
All right, the dumbass move of the week, the month, the hour, the year, whatever, was an ISIS guy who loaded up like a weapon bomb on a Phantom 4. And he sent it.
I didn't even hear about this.
So
What the fuck are you talking about?
An ISIS guy sends a Phantom 4 out. It was loaded with like an IED in there, and he sends it out, and the sucker lost connection and returned to home and blew his ass up. So
that's fucking price. Is this for real?
Return to home.
Is it for real?
Yeah, return
to home, and it blew him up.
Yeah. So.
Oh, it's priceless. Deserves another laugh. What an idiot.
Yeah,
what a fucking moron.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, just a reminder, here at the Drone Hangar, it is 21 and over to be a participant over here in the Chatty Cathy land, or even to watch our stupid faces. So if you don't fit that requirement, you don't need to be the fuck around here, because we do a lot of swearing. Got it? Cool.
That's right.
And it's BYOBB, whatever makes you feel happy, because the more you have, it makes this show that much better. Go ahead.
In the FA, I like to call them FA. But the FAA came out this week, and they said, and we don't know why, because we already know it's obvious. They said, we do not want people to weaponize drones. However, some of the coolest drones that I've seen is like the one that shoots the flame.
Yeah, but that guy got in deep trouble.
No, that was the guy from years ago, but now there's a company that takes the M600 with a reservoir and everything, and this thing, spits out fire, and it's like, I was thinking, they do control fires, up in the mountains of California and stuff.
Oh, like yeah, I see what you're saying.
Those guys. And
controlled line fires.
Yes, so you just fly a drone up there and start little fires, and
hey,
stuff
man,
like that. So
you probably
I got a feeling that's going to happen.
I could see that
once it gets approved and whatnot.
Yeah, drones are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. There's many applications. But all right, we're going to go ahead and go to a break. Yes,
I got more stuff. I'll save it in next week.
Yeah, save it for next week or when we come back. But we got to get Shaun on, so we're going to go. That was Marty again. Well, Man Party Marty.
Yep.
What else did I want to tell you guys? I can't.
We're taking a break.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. All right, we're going to be back in 5 minutes. We're going to get Shaun Taylor. He'll be on after the break, so be sure to go get a refill. It's about that time. We'll see you in 5. Oh, I'm going to do it again.
Womp, womp, womp.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. Now we did it.
Yeah.
Gotta make ourselves feel good. God damn it. Sooner or later we'll get it right.
Every night.
Or we're going to hire somebody for free. Intern. We should just go down to one of the colleges and say, hey, you want to intern?
Yeah.
You want to get some television production time? Come on over here to the Drone Hangar.
You want to fly?
We will pay you absolutely nothing, but you will definitely get some experience. You teach us. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Drone Hangar. I'm your host, Shelby Vole, along with Beehive Ryan and Marty over there.
Marty.
He's over there. He's all excited. And, of course, we've got Rotor Ranch in the background. Say hi, Rotor Ranch.
So what's up, everybody?
All right, that sounds great. So, without further ado, we're going to just move the show right along. We got that. Wait, who do we have? Oh, Sean's in the house. What's up, Sean? Sean was talking for a little while there. We got Toro in the house. Loco.
No loco.
The Banditos, and so on and so on. And Abba's in the house. What's up, Abba? We're going to say hi to everybody real quick. We're going to try to get to one of your guys' videos. We looked at them last week, and unfortunately we didn't get a chance to show them because our internet connection was so damn shitty. I wanted the fart sound, but I don't have it from Q. Damn it. Oh, well, you did it. That's fine. That'll work. I'm fine with that. I'm happy. I'm pleased with that little spot. Let's see. And others. And Big Lou and so on, and Stank Squirrels and blah, 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 blah. So it's good to have everybody over here. You guys make the show. We're glad you're here. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring in our guest tonight. It's the one and only Shaun Taylor. And there we go. There's our applause. I hate dead air. What's up, brother? Sean. Got Sean and Rotor Ranch. You guys, hey, all right, so what you got to do, Sean, it's becoming a tradition. Broseph, he is to your right. So you got to look to your right and say hi, Sean. No,
what's up?
No, other way. It's time out. Wait. Yeah. So Broseph, you look that way. The second way, you look to your left.
What's happening?
No, Sean, you look to your other way. Yeah, there you go. Now you ready? On 3, you're gonna say hi to each other and fist bump. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3, and go.
What's up, brother?
That was hang.
I was trying my ass off for it, but we'll get it there. Anyways. Right there's Broseph. Over there it's Sean. And what's shaking, man? How you been?
Oh, nothing, man. Good, dude. Doing great. How about yourselves?
We're doing all right. You see the kind of nonsense that we do. I don't know. You probably never watch the show, but you're on it now. So we do this a lot. We do this on Sundays, every Sunday, 8:30. We've been doing this for, I don't know, how long are we doing it, guys?
Been a while.
Marty, how long have we been doing the show now?
Too long.
Too long, some say. There's no doubt about that. We're here to stay. We're like a herpy. We come, go. We're always around.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Almost a year? I don't know.
Yeah. It's probably pretty
No,
close.
it's coming up. It's coming up.
Coming up on a year.
The show started. You did the Christmas contest, and the show started like a couple of weeks after that, I think.
So we're coming up on a year.
Yeah, we're coming up on a year.
So we've been flying a lot, Sean. To answer your question, I've been flying a lot and then racing a lot, doing probably the same kind of shit you've been doing.
Crashing a lot.
A lot, you know, and repeating.
A lot.
Practicing.
Exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah. Sean and I go back 2016. We met when we did drone tripping. That's the first time I ever met Sean.
Oh, yeah.
I got on the damn RV, and I'm like, holy shit, that's Sean. And holy shit, that's Zoe. And wow, this is crazy. And then there's me. Like, I am definitely the redheaded stepchild of this situation, but that's okay. I'll roll with it.
No,
it was
the life of the party.
And I didn't even drink. That was great. It was fun as shit, though. We had a great time. Here's the first thing that stood out for me when I met you was the amount of shit you brought with you. The amount of stuff that you brought with you. You had to at least 20 quads, and it was in one suitcase. One suitcase.
That's what I'm talking
Sean
about.
had was literally filled with nothing but quads. Am I wrong?
I know.
Did you have a suitcase just for batteries?
Yeah, right. No, he had a lot. We had batteries provided for us when we got there, which was great.
Sweet.
Yeah, Tattoo hooked us up on that one. But how many did you have? Where did you come from?
I had just come directly from filming DRL.
Yep.
I think that was the New Jersey race, so I had a ton of stuff with me because I didn't go home first.
Yeah, you had a ton of stuff, and I came with. I think it came with one wing, or I think I maybe came with two. I mean, I literally came with not much of shit, nothing. I really didn't know what to expect, man. This is really an odd, but it was so cool. We got to hang out. We got to shoot the shit over 9 days. We traveled 2,000 miles. It was epic, great locations. I'm sure you've flown in better places since then. But we talked a lot. We talked about racing, your style of racing, meaning like what you do, to prep for a race, what you get ready for. And I wanted to talk about what you currently do here in a minute. But what I want to know, Phil, give everybody that doesn't really know a lot about Shaun a little brief synopsis about yourself, a little quick bio, if you will, so people can kind of get up to speed.
So I started flying.
That way I can also have a sip of this soda. That's the main thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I started flying in December of 2014 with my buddy Shaun, and I basically was terrible, like really, really terrible. And my buddy Shaun he liked to keep reminding me how terrible I was, and it was pissing me off. So I just kept at it because I was trying to beat him. Finally, when I beat him, he acted like it was no big deal, but I was already stuck because I was addicted. I just have this obsessive compulsive side to me that I got
to witness that.
Keep doing. Yeah, I got to witness that. I think I'm like everybody that flies. We're all kind of wired the same. We want more, better. So I just kept on doing it. I was a firefighter, and I finally got to the point where I started winning some competitions and some big competitions. And in 2016, I made the decision over. It took a long time to make the decision, but I left the department to pursue racing full time, which is crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how passionate I am about it. And I ended up winning the championship for the second time, then moved on to the world championship and won that, and that it just kind of skyrocketed from there. It was amazing. It was just a right place, right time, and a ton of work and a lot of luck. A lot of work, though, man. It does come down to who has the best day, and a lot of times it is. I'll call it luck. You can call it that, but it really is. It's just luck of the draw. Some days your shit working right, some days your shit's not working right, but you put in a lot of effort, man.
You got the flow, and sometimes you don't.
Say it again. Say it again, Broseph.
The flow. Sometimes you're in the flow, and you got that flow, and sometimes you're just missing a little bit.
Yeah, we call it the flow when you get in the zone where you're just kind of one with your aircraft, and it does what you want. You're thinking. You don't even have to. This isn't even a thought. You're just looking down the line. You're just following the line. You know what I mean? You probably get that. I'm sure you have, because we've talked about shit like this before. But it's been a number of years. But so now 2014, you've won a plethora of shit, and you've surmounted a lot. You've gotten to the top of many of groups, and now where are you now racing? What league or association are you racing with now primarily?
Yeah, I raced with I finished with DRL, and I moved on from DRL. It just wasn't kind of a good fit for me.
Yeah, what happened with that? What happened with that? What went down with that?
It's a bunch of different stuff. The biggest thing was at the time, contracts were coming out, and that was right when I had won the World Championship, and I won MultiGP for the second year, and it was a long contract, and it was all gray area. Pilots didn't know what to really trust or expect, and DRL didn't really know what to trust or expect because we just didn't know.
Yeah, it's new territory.
But it was a possibility that I was not going to be able to compete at the next championship or in any other world championships, which to me was, I don't like to be told what I can and can't race in. I like to race in everything. I don't like to have shackles, and
kind of like
I made a decision.
Kind of like there's some professional race car drivers that kind of bridge from NASCAR to Formula One. Who did that? Danica, she was one, but aren't there some that I think isn't there one or two that actually do both, or no, or are they held to that kind of bond as well?
I'm really not sure. I
know Marty's over there. Yeah, I'd have to ask him, but he's not sitting right here. So moving forward, continue. Sorry for that interruption. Thought I had something important to say, but I didn't. During that time, DR1 was, we already had that Sepulveda Invitational with Luke Bannister and Jordan. There was I think there was 12 or 14 pilots that got invited from all over the world, and it was just kind of a test run. And the owners of DR1 reached out saying that they wanted to do this series, and they offered, to give me a really nice contract and not really staple me to the floor. I was able to still race anything that I wanted, which was sweet.
It was kind of perfect. And it was team racing. It's outdoors. The quads are just very, it's like NASCAR compared to F1. The F1 cars are just dirty fast. And it wasn't just that. I have an issue with my eyes. Like LED gates and flying at nighttime was a really big issue for me in the past, but now it's way worse. Like I really have a hard time. I have astigmatism, so it just wasn't comfortable for me. I wasn't comfortable flying the drones on those tracks. Well, that makes sense.
I mean, if it's really bogging, it's in the name FPV first. Viewing. If it starts screwing with your viewing, then there's no point in it because it's miserable at that point. It's not fun anymore.
It just wasn't the perfect fit for me.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. I mean, I love what they're doing. I love what DRL is doing. Some of my best friends in the sport are all DRL pilots. It's cool. I still root for them, and I hope they keep on building the FPV community and bringing in the world into our crazy life. But for me personally, I moved on to DR1 and. I was on a team in season 1 with Brian Morris, Brain Drain, and Min Chan Kim.
Yep.
So our team was,
a solid
was pretty
team.
rough in the first couple of races.
Yeah.
But we kind of got our stuff together in race 3, and we started winning. And unfortunately, I, like an idiot, I was filming some B-roll, some behind-the-scenes stuff in Ireland in race 5. I was doing a bunch of flips and stuff because Min Chan told me that I didn't have any freestyle, and I told him I had all the freestyle. I said I can do all the flips. I said it just wasn't with my quad, so I started doing back.
Were you like laying it down, giving a big bell? Listen here, bitch. I got all the freestyle you want right here, son.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we were on the beach and we're all hanging out before the race, and I just bust out a backflip, and Min Chan loses his mind. He's like running up and down. He's like, "Oh my god, do it again, do it again." So I'm doing all these flips, and after like 10 minutes of me just doing all this stuff, I'm putting my shoes back on. Well, the camera crew had gotten word that I was doing flips, and they sent the guy down to film me doing one. And he asked me, he's like, "Hey man, can you do another flip for the camera?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. What do you want me to do?" I was like, "I can do a backflip," and he's like, "The one where you run." And I'm like, "I'm pretty tired, but sure. I mean, I've done hundreds of these things. Like, it's no big deal." So I took my shoes off, back up, run up, and right as I took off, like, I didn't land wrong. As I took off, I heard a pop. Did the flip, landed, and sat down. I went to straighten out my legs, and my right knee rolled up into my thigh.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Damn, dude.
Exploded. Absolutely exploded my patellar tendon. Damn. Had to be airlifted off in a military chopper to, like, a city because we were in the middle of nowhere. Emergency surgery. I missed the last race, which was at Isle of Man, but Min Chan, Brian, and I had a couple of subs come in, ended up winning the whole thing.
That's pretty awesome, dude. We'll get an applause on that one. Yeah, that's good stuff, dude. But damn, talk about your knee. Your knee's not supposed to go there, bro. I can promise you that one.
Yep.
Fuck.
So I had to stay there. My poor wife actually had to divert her flight because she was on her way to Isle of Man to watch the championship, and she had to land in Ireland and then take us like a bus for like 4 hours just to get to where I was.
Man.
Take me out of the hospital. Most pain ever, like the darkest time of my life. Like, it
really?
was just excruciating pain coming out of surgery. For that week is just like a blur of pain. Like, because I had to fly home, and I was in this brace that I couldn't even move my leg.
Did they have it all the way up to your hip?
Like, it straight.
Was it all the way to your hip locked in? Did they have to lock? Did they take it from your ankle to your hip? Did they cast it or lock it down with
it was basically
brace?
They used this thing called a Dahl Miles cable. Mm-hmm. So I had to drill into my bone of my.
Stay with us, kids. Don't cringe. Get more beer if it's gonna make you cringe. Get more beer. That'll calm the nerves. I'm fine. I used to work in a hospital, so this doesn't bother me.
It's not a big deal. It's not too graphic.
No,
but it's just that I had to have a cable that wrapped around my kneecap to hold it in place. So I had the surgery done, and then finally, like a week and a half later, my wife and I got on a plane and flew home. I was able to get into a seat where I can keep my legs straight. A couple of months later, I had to have another surgery to get all that stuff taken out. So I was down and out for.
That's a while.
It's solid 3 months. Yeah, 3 months straight, and for me to be down and out that long was devastating.
Were there a lot of arguments? Were there a lot of arguments between you and your wife during this time of your relationship?
No,
I'm gonna sit here like a therapist. There was a time where you weren't doing shit. You were laying around. Yeah, I know you, man. You can't be sitting around.
Zelda.
You played a lot of Zelda.
Yeah.
You're probably getting really good at it then. I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna be the fastest. I'm gonna be the fastest motherfucker to beat this thing.
Yeah,
I'm sure you probably did that on that one.
I was living my life vicariously through Nate. You know, as he was running and climbing, I'm like, oh, he's doing everything that I wish I could do that I'll never do again. Getting all depressed.
Damn.
Dark.
No.
Talking about getting, damn, that's getting really dark and depressing. Like, I'll never do it again. I'll never be able to jump that again. Wow,
dude, I've always been athletic, so it was hard for me to just go from, you know, doing flips and sprinting and playing all these sports to just not being able to do anything. So it made me learn a lot about myself and resolve, and it made me appreciate the fact that now that I'm healed, I'm still walking, and things can be much, much worse.
Yeah, could be damn straight with that one, man.
Yeah.
Give a little applause on that one. That's very true. Very true. Sorry. That's our noisy digital audience. Just chimes in whenever. Don't worry about them. It's no big deal.
So in this season, it was just I guess what it would be last year. It was a long, hard year of trying to just get back to being competitive.
Yep.
And I did this thing called,
trying to feel like yourself again. Just trying to get back to feeling like yourself must have been a trial.
Dude, it's even now. I would say that just now, within the last couple of months, I'm starting to feel like I'm back to where I was.
Right. It takes the time, man. It's
hard.
a toll. That's a toll on your whole body. It's a toll on your mental well-being. It's, you know, that kind of time.
I saw that you were posting some hot laps in the micro. I saw that post there. That was good, man. I mean, I was like, damn, there he is right there.
Awesome.
Killing it.
Yeah, and I saw you posting some shit the other week. That's why I hit you up, because I saw you posting up some videos of you practicing on the same field that you normally have been practicing on, like, I think forever. And you laid out some track, and I was like, there he is. He's back. There he is. Fucking same Shaun as normal. It's been a while, but yeah, anyways, go ahead. Sorry. Continue.
No, you're good, dude.
You got the stage.
I started out with this thing because I had missed the championship. So the whole ordeal, what I left DRL for, I ended up not making it to the championship because things got scheduled on top of each other anyway. So I was just like, wow. So anyway, I felt bad, and I wanted to start interacting with the community again because I'd been down for months and months. And so I decided, I was talking to Chris Thomas of MultiGP, and I'm like, man, I'm thinking of doing this thing called the quad call out, and it's a way for me to go to other MultiGP chapters.
Is this like a list, a call out list?
Yeah, it basically.
Yeah,
I was going to call out someone, and then every time I go there, they have a list of 5 pilots that they are going to name that the community will vote on as a whole for me to go race next. And it was a way for me to go and learn like how other people practice in their own yard. But so anyway, Alex Vanover was the new champion, and I was like, well, I'll just go and call out Alex Vanover, which is probably the stupidest thing that I ever could have done in my life.
Nah, it gets you on the horse, knocks you down, gets you ready. It gets you going.
That's a hard knock.
Oh, the kid is amazing. But it was the call out thing was a way more than me just trying to flex my muscles.
Right.
I know what you're trying to do. It was about me trying to practice to get back into it.
Yeah, you wanted to race the big horses, knowing that you're probably going to lose, just so it would get you back in the mode, and you could also measure where you're at currently versus what everybody else is at, and an abbreviated way to train yourself. No, I know exactly what you're doing on that one, Shaun. Makes total sense too. I mean, total sense. Go out there, get the ones that are running the hot times in these locations. I've been out for a while. Let me just go in and just find out where I sit against them, and then I can readjust my training accordingly. And I know what to focus on. Fire. What's that?
Baptism by fire. Just jump in and do it.
That's right. You want to know how cold the water is? Just suck this shit in there. There you go. It's that fucking cold. That's how cold it is. Just jump in that shit. I find if you tiptoe sometimes, it just makes it worse. And I think you did the right approach, man. Can you do let's do it. We're going to take a quick break. I'm trying to keep this show. We have a tendency of like really going off the rails. And we want to make sure we're following and giving everybody a break. So we're on the bottom of that hour, and that's usually when we do take a break. So we're going to take a 5. You're going to stick around, and we want to talk to you a little bit more. Are you cool with that or no? Yes? No? Maybe so? Cool. He's going to stick around, kids. We're going to take a quick 5. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. I promise you. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Drone Hangar. It's me, Shelby Bull. And over here is no one.
Nobody.
Because he's supposed to be here.
There he is.
There he is. It's Beehive Brian. And over there in the background, say it, One Man Party. What's up, what's up, what's up? Everybody loves that. He's in the background. As usual. We've got our chitty chatty Kathy room. This applause button is getting really hot. I'm getting carpal tunnel syndrome hitting it so many times. We got chatty Kathy. We got everybody in here. Not much has been talked about, I think, but we got like, I don't know, 16, 17 people watching. It's a decent amount for Labor Day, right? Today is Labor Day, right? No, tomorrow's. Yeah? I don't know. Oh, I know it's a day off. And I'm cool with that. And I think everybody else is cool with that.
Go fly.
And let's go ahead and bring in everybody else. How's that sound? And once again, we have
Come on in here, yeah.
Shaun Taylor and Rotor Ranch, NYTFury, Rotor Ranch. Well, what's up, brothers? All right, before we went to a commercial, which we didn't have a commercial, but we just call it a commercial or a break. We were talking about what? What were we talking about? Not that yet. Hold that fucking thing off for just one more minute. We're getting to that. That's gonna be. It's coming up in a minute. What were we talking? What were we talking about, Broseph? You got to keep me on cue, man. That's part of the job.
Shaun was telling us about some highlights of his career and what he's been up to and what has gone on and how he is back in the game.
He's back in the game, and you are.
We're talking about that quad call out thing.
And the quad call out. See,
The
we
quad
love
call
guests.
out, yeah.
We love the guests. The guest definitely knows how to guide the host.
We like that.
This is destination. We call this this is the fun ship, and we are always trying to get a destination information, and we zig and we zag and go north, south, east, and west constantly. And that's why there's a whole bunch of co-pilots, not just one. But I am your captain, and we're going to get there one way or another. And once again, we have I know we're here with Shaun Taylor, and we're going to start talking more about. I wanted to really talk about one thing specifically with you, besides all your accolades, which are tremendous, by no doubt. But that goes to one thing that kind of dovetails into what we've been here on the show talking about for the past, I don't know, quite a while, with wing racing, is your practice regimen. Like, I wanted to really scratch your brain again and tell people here that are listening, because a lot of these people that are watching actually wing race. So wing racing, if you haven't followed, because you probably don't, is growing. And I say that with a very loose term, okay? It's not growing as fast as quads, but it is growing.
Gotta rub it a little more.
It's got an association. It's got the whole 9 yards. It's very similar to like multi-GP, if that's a Cliff Note version for you. And
I'm 100% on board.
Okay, and so we're getting quad guys in the scene now that we're in multi-GP, and now they're in the wing scene, and we're racing the association, and they all have practice regimens. I have one, and I've done mine. I've been asked, and people have written it down about my practice regimen, and my practice regimen came from you and what you taught me when we were on drone tripping, because I scratched your brain then. And that's, if you didn't notice, that's what changed for me, was from the way I was racing to now what I've been doing, and been successful. And the reason why I'm successful is because of the way that you trained yourself, and I pretty much adopted that. But tell people what you do now. I mean, you can give them a little cliff note of the original version of what you did back then, but tell them what you do now. People really want to know.
Back then, I was still trying to figure out my balance. So I had when I left the fire department, I brought all of that intensity and work ethic with me, and I felt like it was my responsibility to be out on the field every chance that I could be out there.
Right.
And I was overdoing it. Like, I was literally overdoing it. I was flying too much.
Right.
Which actually hurt me, because it's, you know, a couple of people have given me different ways of saying it, but a good way of thinking about it is, in school when you're cramming, your brain can only take in so much.
That's absolutely true. Yep.
It's gone. Yeah, you know, it just doesn't help. So I've recently, or since then, it's been more of a quality than quantity type practice. Mm-hmm. Originally, I would only practice the things that I was terrible at, such as dives.
Right. Right.
I would be out there and I would be breaking things constantly until I learned how to do it, and I think that is a necessary evil. I agree with you.
You have to do, that's part of the whole regimen, but you're right that if you're focusing on that, if kids in in Chatty Cathy land. If you're focusing on just doing the things that you aren't good at, is good, but is not the only thing you need to be doing. Continue, and you have the stage, sir.
Yep, and so currently what I've been doing is I've actually been training my wife, Junebug. We had a little boy.
Congratulations, by the way. Hold on, you got to give me time. You got to prep me for that kind of shit, man. There we go. There's an applause. They had a child. And there's a couple of applauses. Don't you think? We'll do it one more time because my thumb is right there, and we're going to hit it one more time. Well, congratulations to both of you. And you said he had a son, right? You had a boy? Oh, God.
Maximus Shaun Taylor.
Maximus?
Maximus.
Holy shit on a stick.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Crank that one up, man. I wish I had. That's more like this. Hold on. I got one for you. Ready? Hold on. Hang on. Ready? I think everybody here at the shop knows what's coming. You know which one it is, right? It's this one. His name is Shaun Taylor, a.k.a. NYTFury. The name of his son is motherfucking Maximus! I can't wait to see that man race, man.
That's
holy shit. He doesn't
to.
need to have an FPV name. His name is just Maximus.
Actually,
racing.
we were filming season 2 of DR1 when we did the gender reveal, and all the pilots there kind of came up with the name Max Fury. So he's already got
he's already got a pilot name, Max Fury. I'm down with that. I think that's kind of cool. That's kind of badass, to be honest with you. I kind of just would roll with Maximus. Like, man, this is like runs up there with a big fucking spike with a fucking crest on a cloth.
He would have to put FPV in front of his name.
I think it'd be fucking priceless. Sorry, we got sidetracked again. That's that zig and that zag we talk about. We're still getting destination information. We're talking with Shaun Fury, right? I said Shaun Fury. NYTFury, a.k.a. Shaun Taylor, about his practice regimen. So continue. We're going on, moving on.
So after my wife delivered, you know, she had her downtime, and she originally flew back with me in 2016, and she wanted to start racing again. So,
that's so cool.
I took it upon myself to go out there and set up her courses and train her, and not train her nicely. Like, I'm really mean, and I'm honest.
Oh, yes.
I make her learn things that she doesn't want to.
Yeah, I understand.
She needs to learn.
It just sounds funny. Like, I'm gonna train. Like, that's so harsh. Like, I can only imagine, like, you're whipping and or with your bullhorn, you're like yelling, "You're gonna do more power loops. Do you understand?" There's no dinner.
It's not. No. I just yell at the bullhorn.
Just screaming at her, blowing a whistle. Yeah. Look, God damn it.
She has gone from being kind of at the very lower end,
right,
to absolutely smashing it at every single event. She's been on 2 podiums with me now.
That's crazy.
We just came back from Arizona. She was top 6.
That's
out
insane.
of everybody. She was a sport.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry, the applause was they were getting happy with that one. That's pretty damn crazy, dude.
So me training her has been helping me. You know, coaching is also learning yourself.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely, dude.
I'll go out there, I'll set up a course, and she'll come and fly it. And the way that I'll teach her while we're flying is I'll be following her and not changing my pace. So I'll know if she's pulling away from me or if I'm gaining on her, she's doing something wrong. So I can tell her. You can take that turn wider with more speed or tighter. To
tell you right now, just to interject, she's getting like top-notch fucking training. Like, seriously, like, for real. Like, come on, you guys sleep in the same bed together. Trainer. Like, I mean, like, if you're gonna want someone to teach you and train you how to fucking fly a quad in a competitive environment, I mean, come on, you look no further than right there. She's got a one-up on everybody. I'm like, seriously, she's in a very unique situation that no other people are going to be in that situation where they're going to have that kind of training tools at her disposal.
She gets to roll over and you need to tighten up on your power loops.
Sorry, it was a but I need to tighten up.
Hit that split a little harder.
Right? But so a big thing though is she's got to put the work in. You know, I can tell her, but she's the one that has to put the work in, and she's doing it.
Yeah, well, I saw she posted up a time the other day. She was posting up a good time. I think you were saying something like a half second off or 0.5 or something off the leaders. And because I'm not too privy with all that, I don't follow it because wing racing has got all my attention for the most part. I just catch blips of the quad scene from time to time, and of course when you pop up. And I saw that you were posting about Junebug and all that, and it's just like, What the shit? Like, that's crazy. Like, that's seriously crazy. Like, I remember when she did fly.
She's training for the championship, and she was 1.5 seconds off, and so I set up this course for her for the past week and a half, and she's just been putting in the work, man. And we went to Arizona, and she was on a run. She was on her final lap right at the very end. Got caught up in the split S and hit a guide wires, and her time.
Guide wires.
She didn't quite make it into the pro class, but she's right there at the very top of the division in the sportsman's, and I think that's going to be much better for her because now she's going to race pilots who are her like skill level. And here's the thing: like, people are saying, pro class is the fast people, sportsman's class is more of the beginners. I'm going to give like you have pro class that is going anywhere between 33 to 53 seconds. That's the big cutoff. Then you have the sportsman's class, which is 53 to 58 seconds.
Right.
Like, they're all that close. We're not talking about slow pilots. That's fast.
Yeah, you're talking 5 seconds versus the top tier. There's a bigger gap in the top tier than there is in the second class, the B squad. And
exactly.
And there, I don't, we have a lot of discussions going on, and we're not going to get into all that because it's a laundry list of shit to talk about. But it is a kind of cool concept that you have that where you have to break into the pro class to be in there. Like, there's a measurement, there's a bar to be met in order to get in, and that's really cool. I mean, that to see that she's actually achieving that, getting all the way up the ranks, and then again, she's in a very unique situation where she's got you literally doing dishes and eating dinner with, and changing poopy diapers and all that kind of bullshit.
Can you imagine what Maximus is going to wind up
wiping that ass and what? Seriously, I'm in the mood to do 4-packs on working on split S's today. Can you throw this diaper away real quick for me? I mean, that's the kind of conversations that you guys are having on the consultation. It's very unique. I think it's very, very cool. Now, being a coach, you brought up one thing which is very interesting. And now people, if you haven't coached, I coached for a long time. Before I did anything in this world, I used to be all into soccer, and I coached for like 15 years. And what you said was very true, which is when you start coaching somebody, you start looking at your own skill sets. And even though you're teaching them the fundamentals and the basics and everything else, and more maybe some advanced techniques or whatever, you then are also analyzing yourself within. And then, of course, when you're teaching them, you also have to then do it yourself because you got to show them. And the best way to do anything is show by example. And therefore, your skills, you're refining yourself. You're making yourself better. And that is a good teaching tool that not only people will experience unless you've been in that environment. Again, another unique experience for you. Now that you're teaching her with that unique experience, it's going to be weird. You guys are going to be like the dynamite duo of the quad scene. Like, seriously, you're going to start laying.
I'm so proud of her because she's overcoming a lot of anxiety and she's not comfortable competing, but she's getting comfortable. It's just she's learning more about herself and she's interacting in a way that she wasn't able to do in high school. She didn't compete in sports and stuff, and flying FPV is giving her a way to get that competitive adrenaline rush that it's the same. It feels exactly the same. Flying the wings in the races, you still feel like you're in the Olympics and you're about to race 100 meters. You still get the same adrenaline rush.
Oh yeah, man. So I get the same rush. And
exactly.
This, I mean, the 3 years that I've been racing wings, it's when I go to racing, but I'm still a freestyle pilot, but I love it. Racing, there's a thrill for it. There is an adrenaline rush. There is no doubt about it. I get caught up. I've been competitive, so it tied into that. It was kind of, I didn't seek it out. It just kind of happened, and there we are. But I mean, I do love the racing aspect and the competitive nature of it. I get to teach people from time to time. I don't get to sit and do like you do and literally have someone for day after day, week, month, and really refine someone's skills. From time to time, I meet up with some people, show them some stuff, teach them some things that they ask. And then I watch their progression on YouTube, pretty much. And that's about what I get out of it. So it'd be cool if I kind of had a similar, situation. It'd be kind of neat to have that, to coach someone at that kind of level.
You need a Padawan.
Yeah, you need a Padawan. That's right, son. There you go. Another fellow Star Wars geek.
There we go.
Amen to that one. You get lots of applause. If I had fucking fireworks, well, I have lasers. That's close enough. So what do you do?
So for me personally,
what do you do personally for you?
My practice.
Yeah.
For me practicing, it helps me, training her. But I've myself been pushing. I did this global qualifier a few months back, and I was okay. I think I got like 43 or something. But I actually dug down and practiced this last week,
Right.
And I ended up getting top 10. I'm sitting number 8 in the world now. Like after just putting in and grinding for a week and a half. So it's I'm really happy because I'm amongst all these kids.
Hold on.
These kids are.
Check it out, kids. Daddy's back.
No,
week and a half back from week and a half of practice, motherfuckers. I'm top 10. I'm in the top 10. I'm like, shit. Holy crap. That's fucking laying it down, man. Holy shit on a stick. Man. That's crazy, dude. What?
But it's good practice for me because I'm actually leaving to Istanbul, Turkey for the World Championship, the World Drone Prix.
Nice.
And that's happening. I leave here the 15th, and I was there last year, and I almost got into finals, but didn't quite make it. So my goal is to get in the finals this year. So
that's crazy.
I re-signed with DHL. I'm a DHL Motorsports pilot.
That's awesome.
I've just been putting in the work, just like back in 2015, 2016, where I'm out on the field for every last bit that I can be.
So are you
with the kiddo? But I'm doing it as much as humanly possible.
How let's say you're prepping for a race, and you're every day always prepping still. I mean, every day still prepping, pretty much. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're just still going, right? If I know you, every day. Then let's go with packs. Go with packs. How many packs a day are you throwing down when you practice?
A day, I would say that it's between 20 and 30.
You find that to be the happy medium where you're still retaining what you need to retain from your practice sessions?
Exactly. Yep. I'll still practice basics. I'll still
absolutely.
Like horses I set up are just basics.
I can't stress that to people more than anything when we're now getting in the nitty-gritty. Basics are like absolutely part of your foundation as a pilot, as a racing pilot. You got to have your basics down. You got to be mastering those basic maneuvers. And always, like, you're constantly practicing them. You never stop practicing them. Just like a professional basketball player is constantly throwing the ball to the hoop, or a quarterback is constantly throwing, a quarterback in the football is constantly throwing that football. It's over and over and over and over constantly. And and
you could always be better.
Yes.
Like, no matter how good you think you are, you could always be better, and there is always somebody better. So you just have to accept that and realize that, yes, it could be done better. It doesn't mean that you can't be the one to do it better on that day, but you need to realize it doesn't stop there. There is no true best. There's just who's the best today. That's all it is.
I always go with the mindset, and I've told Broseph this, that I don't think about everybody else at the race.
You can't.
I'm only thinking about me and about my run, and I'm running the best run that I can run that day. And if my best that I can possibly put out on that course turns out to be number one, then fuck yeah, we succeeded. And if not, I'm not going to beat myself up, but I'm going to know I put my best out there. That's what I go in every single time when I race. If I go in thinking about anything else, like I got to beat this pilot, I've already killed myself in my mind. Exactly. I don't know about you. What do you think?
So something that I learned from Thomas Bitmata is I've taken some pointers here and there, and I learn as I go. But since I've gone to events, I've always watched people in my goggles, and that was killing me because I'm watching somebody fast, and then I'm trying to fly like them.
Yeah, right.
It's the worst thing that you could do. So I legitimately, when I'm at a race, I will not watch anybody. I don't care how fast they are,
Knuckles, brother,
or how much people are talking. I legitimately only fly my race. Like I will not watch, even in the local level. I won't watch because it gets in my head. And I'm just like, if that means every time I put the goggles on, I only know my race. So I'm only flying my race.
Right.
I just refuse to watch anybody else. Now when the event's over, shoot, I'll go over DVR and watch everything and give everybody high fives. And man, that was freaking sick. But at a race, if I'm flying that race, I'll only do it myself. So that's something that I've learned, and I've done really well since I've done that.
I like to do the same thing as far as I'll watch people's in wing racing. It doesn't matter. Quad or you're looking for the best line. I think the lines are different in quads and wings for sure. There's an entrance to a turn and an exit, more similar to traditional F1 racing, or if that makes sense, versus like a quad, because just the amount that they can turn, just quickly. So it's a little different. Thinking up, man. Continue. I lost my train of thought. I knew I had it, and it was gone.
So
Fuck.
there's
That
like
sucks.
that. There's
God
things that, you know,
damn it.
if I'm having a bad day now, I'll legitimately walk away.
Oh, it was watching people's footage. Like, I can't watch people's footage when I race. I can't do that. I'll watch their line. Like, occasionally I'll watch what they're doing because I need to see if maybe, like, if their times are really drastically off than mine, then maybe I am missing something on the course. But I never, and bros, if you've seen, I don't sit there and watch people's footage. I never do. I just go out there and I run. I think I know the line when I get out on the course. I run it, and I think that's the right one. I'll lay down my best, and then I'll look at other people's times, and I do that. But I don't, like you, I can't watch other people's lines in the goggles because then I found in the past that I would end up duplicating them, and and now I'm just trying to copy them versus just be me. And that's where you fail. So, yeah. It's kind of cool that we're seeing eye to eye on this shit.
I've actually watched Shelby at races. He'll actually race through qualifiers and figure out which one was his hottest lap, and he'll be able to go back in his head and mimic that line and continue to run that line.
That's awesome.
So if you didn't know, you don't know, but Broseph races, but last season he was also my pit crew, my right hand man, literally, like in my ears, everything. So I have that, and then I have Marty here, but he's at the race, in the ear, all that kind of shit, which makes it in the wing world. It makes everything, and I think we've been doing that for a while, and it's starting to get duplicated in the wing world, where people are starting to team up and see the benefit. There is a benefit in there. So I don't know if you do that.
A spotter is just as important as the pilot.
Yes, absolutely, brother.
And with the
you got to mesh. You got to mesh.
Eyes on them. You can see it coming on where you don't have a rear view mirror. You can tell the guy, hey, he's on your ass hot. He's coming. Get on your line. Get on your line. Stay on your line. They can. Don't let him take you off your line.
Exactly. He'll know if I'm getting off my line. He'll be like, you're off your line. Which is so paramount, and I don't know if you do the same thing. Do you do the same thing in the league?
I used to, but I had to. So the guy that I started out flying with, Shaun, doesn't fly anymore. So I had to relearn how to fly on my own. So now I don't really. I don't need a spotter, but it's still nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes if somebody offers like, hey, you want me to spot you? I'm like, yeah, sure, man. That's great. There's not a whole lot they could do to tell me as far as my flying, but they could definitely tell me if other people have crashed out.
Yep.
Or if my pace is good, or if I need to pick it up, or if I could, chill out. That's really important stuff for me.
That's the same thing I like to.
Yep, exactly right.
Yeah, we do the same thing. I only like to know, if you're within 20. For me, if you're within 20 yards, then tell me. Otherwise, don't tell me shit other than the lap.
Yeah.
I want to know the lap that I'm on, and that's it. And then if shit gets squirrely, that's when they start talking. That means that they're close. Then the more they're talking, the more they're close to me, and the more I need to be. Listening to what's going on. He's got some vital intel.
So for me, that's what's changed is I've learned to balance my practice. I will set up elements which I anticipate seeing in the future still, but it's not something that I dwell on the way that I used to. Like I know how to dive every which way. I could do anti-gravity. I could do corkscrews and power loops and everything. Any direction. These other 300 pilots across the world can do. Everybody's so good now. Everybody's good. So I focus on the things that I still feel like that I'm weak at, but I will also set up courses that I enjoy flying because it's super easy for me at this point in the game to get burnt out. Like if I'm constantly just crashing and having to fix stuff, I just don't. I've kind of been there and done that. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like I want to enjoy what I left everything for because
he has crossed the bridge, Broseph. He has crossed the bridge, Broseph.
Yeah,
he has crossed that bridge.
He has discovered air therapy. You got to keep it therapeutic.
Yes.
If you don't keep those endorphins going and keep it happy, then you like hit like a writer's block and you almost get like PV block. Like
you won't
nothing works. Everything becomes frustrating.
Yeah, I have been there. I have been burnt out to where I'd say, that's it. I don't want to do it no more. Yeah. And then, of course, I fall asleep and I wake up like, I can't wait to go fly.
Yeah.
Just obviously, my brain knows that I love it too much just my mouth to say something stupid.
So that sounds like a bunch of good info on what you do to practice. It sounds like it's, in a nutshell, you're still doing what you've always done, and that's practice as much as you can. But you've balanced the time, and you've become more cognizant of the fact of what's going to make you successful, which is your foundation, your fundamentals, and then not harping on just the weak spots, but harping on everything, and then making it, again, balanced by making sure, like Brosa just said, tying in that air therapy, bringing it back. And what you should do, and I'll just give you a suggestion, and this comes from my soccer days, is when you train, but then at the end of your training, you enjoy. So at the day, what we used to do is train, do our training sessions, and then at the end, let them uncork a little bit. Let the players go, let them unwind, let them see it, let us observe and see if they've got it, whatever we went over. In other words, give yourself a freestyle run, or you like to race. I mean, it doesn't matter what the shit it is. You enjoy racing. You enjoy that aspect of running those lines. You just love doing it. I firmly believe that. You make sure you incorporate that in every training session that you run, and I think you'll be fine. But it was before we start tying up with Shaun Taylor. Shaun, we had this beautiful thing. Brian, you want to do a little show and tell here? We were talking about this. This has been going on for a while now, folks. And I want you to please look at this. Where we had, what was the song there, Broseph?
Mm-hmm.
We had this, and I can't even find it now. But look at this thing. Tell us about this wonderful thing. First of all, Shaun, would you fly this?
Of course.
You would fly this thing? Kids, if you don't know what this is what is this, Brian?
The official name would be a pentacopter, but...
Oh, what is it?
I would just call it insanity.
It's what? We were calling it pentacopter. There was some whole bit we were doing with it, and I can't find out where it is now. And
Penta meaning 5.
No, can't find it anymore.
It's got grass in the motor.
So he built this thing with a gasser motor on it, and you would really fly this, Shaun?
Oh, why not?
Rosa, would you fly this damn pentacopter?
I don't know. I don't know if that technically, does it fly? Does it hover? It's gas. It's electric.
No, there's no hovering.
It's almost a dirty word. Pentacopter almost sounds,
sounds dirty to me. And I had some music for you, and for whatever reason, I can't seem to be getting it no more, and it's really making me angry.
Poor flight control. All I can think about is the vibrations in the frame.
How do you get it to? There's no throttle. There's no throttle on it, so you gotta set it and forget it. What is this? Airplane.
You set it.
You just chuck it. You light it and you throw it. It looks like a time bomb.
It doesn't look safe whatsoever. No. And you said you flew it one time?
Actually, what you do is, of course, you get the battery. You put the battery in, and it all does its little, the little beeps and everything. Then you put your little glow plug on here. You crank up the motor while you're still holding it. And you set your little needle to the right RPM, which for the first flight, I was a little worried, so I just put it at a low. That is not the one.
I know, it wasn't the one.
That is not the one.
I can't remember what I typed in here.
The wonderful part is, while this motor is running, you then arm your quad, and you let go at the same time you goose it. And you hope you don't catch your fingers.
Then you check your fingers, and then you put your goggles.
Yeah. Oh, Broseph, I'm so sorry. We had a whole bit lined up, and I screwed it up as usual.
And you kind of chunk it away from you?
I fucking dropped it. God damn it. Where is it?
It looks like chaos.
It is. It flies like crap, too.
It definitely flies like
the vibrations on that poor flight controller were horrible.
Oh, man. Sorry, guys. We had a good spot. It was funny. We had good music and everything, and I can't find it. It won't come up anymore.
But it did fly.
Stupid-ass damn shit. I swear to God, I'm so
angry. Should have flies like a wing, though, right?
It flew like something between a wing and a quad.
No, there's no way in hell that thing flew like a wing or in a quad.
No, it flew like something in between.
It looked like something in between.
Yeah.
It's like a prick. This thing's it's only tied down by zip ties, kids. It's only got zip. There's no bolts. There's no nothing.
The front one broke, too.
And the front one. I'm sorry. We had music for this and everything, and I don't know where the music went, brother. It sucks balls.
Looks like somebody wanted to turn their quad fan boat.
I don't know. I mean, we're busting his balls on it. It is. I mean, it's crazy that he even did it. That's what's.
Yeah. Well, you see how messed up it is now, and
yeah. There's no way I would fly that. There's no way.
Like I said,
God's green earth, I'd fly that thing.
Flied once. It flew once.
It flew.
Hey,
Go ahead.
If that thing flew away, you would be the guy on TV for sure.
Holy crap! I didn't even think about that. Well, my fail-safe was set, so
my fail-safe was set.
It's gonna be like, boom.
It was set to get away.
My fail-safe was set. Everything's okay here, sir. I have fail-safe on this.
Yes.
Holy shit! Sounds about as bad as the guy who had the bomb strapped on it and he returned to home that Marty told us about. Oh shit! That's fucking great. He did it though. I don't think anybody else has done it. It's got
I'm sure they have.
No, I don't think anybody has. Has anybody else done that? Let us know. Please send me an email. Let me know.
A pentacopter. Please post a picture of your pentacopter.
If you have a pentacopter, I want to see the pictures.
There was an electric pentacopter that was actually sold.
No. I want to see someone that did something this.
We want the hybrid bisected.
It wasn't a gas.
I want to see.
It was electric.
Oh my god, that's crazy. All right, well, Shaun, we've chewed up much time as we need to of your night, so we appreciate you coming out and spending, an hour with us or so. I hope you had a good time, man. You have a good time?
Thanks for having me, guys.
It's a crazy show, bro. True to, come back and say hi to us from time to time, and definitely go watch the previous episodes and see what's up. Because it's kind of cool.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely,
Keep
guys.
Posted on all your endeavors.
Yeah, let us know.
Up with us.
That way
Sounds good, guys.
We can post it up here and let everybody else know. And I'm going to hang up on Shaun, and that again was Mr. NYTFury. Shaun Taylor. Awesome, brother. Talk to you later.
Later, man.
Later, bro.
There we go. Now it's just you, Broseph. How you doing, man? We're going to take a...
Good.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, let's take a quick 5, and then we're going to start wrapping up the show like normal.
Oh, yeah, there is one other thing.
What was the other thing? Oh, we have a giveaway, too. Forgot about that.
There is a giveaway.
Brian.
Yes.
Beehive Brian has a giveaway. So the last remaining dozen or so people, 15 or whatever is in there.
You need to bring the picture up I sent you, too. So
you sent me a damn picture? I got to do more work? Yes. Listen to him. I don't want to do any more damn pictures. I wish you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find it. I'm going to find that damn song. I'm going to find that damn song.
Because that is a kebab.
And we're going to do the whole Pentacopter bit. I swear to Christ, we got to do it. I want to have it. But stay tuned because we do have something to give away, or Brian does. He has, is it a quad or something?
It is a quad frame. It's a kebab.
It's a kebab. I don't know what a kebab is.
There's a picture.
It's so out of the game. And he's got a picture, so I'm going to have to bring all that in.
Meat on a stick. Meat on a stick.
With action. Yeah, there you go. Meat on a stick.
It's meat on a stick in the quad sense. All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes, kids. Go get a refill. We'll be right back. See you in 5.
Walk, walk, walk.
What up, everybody? We're back. This is Drone Hangar. Again, I promise. We're going to move right along. We're going to bring back the chat group. And there we go. We got a chatty Cappy. Thanks for everybody sticking around. We're still not done.
You want to go?
Got a little more to go, but not much. But we're going to sit here and chit-chat and recap and talk whatever else we want to talk about with Mr. Brosif. And here's his applause because it's not working again. Yeah! What up, brother? Yeah! Double it. So, you got to turn that down. We can hear that.
Oh, that's on this one.
Yep. Cool. There we go.
Oh,
yes. Much better. So, we were with Shaun, and we had this whole bit. And you want to do the bit? Because I got the song. I laid it down.
Oh, you found the song?
I found the song. I found it. I put it in the favorites. That's right, kids. When electric just doesn't do it for you. You need that gas. Let me show you that ass. It's the Pentacopter. So we were doing this bit, and Brosif, you got one you want to lay down for me? You got one? Did I put you on the spot?
I'll give it a go. Let's see if I give it a go.
Oh, you got to hold it up because you got to hold it up. Then you got to hold it up when it's time. You got to. Here it goes. Ready? Brosif's turn.
Oh yeah. On those lonely nights when you lay that dirty FPV mind of yours in bed, you know what you dream of. Dream of gas and electric all in one package. It's got 3 speeds of fun. You can have the Pentacopter.
It's so. Then you had one. No, I know you had one.
The best one was the one you did about safety.
Oh yeah, no, I did. See if I can do this later. Gentlemen, ladies, when safety doesn't mean shit to you, may I present to you the motherfucking Pentacopter. Don't give a shit about anybody. Fly this thing. You'll scare the shit out of the children in the neighborhood, the dogs in the backyards, and the kitty cats in the trees. It's the Pentacopter.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed to have the FAA knock at your door. Get one of these. The Pentacopter. Yeah. What was the other one?
What the hell kind of garbage are you flying?
No, what was the other one we were doing? Wait, what was the other one? The other one was shit, I'm trying to remember. No, not that one.
Oh, that would be a sad one.
When aerodynamics
don't mean shit
to you. And you don't need a throttle on that gasser. Get yourself a Pentacopter.
If you want to see a block of shit fly,
you got it right here. You want to see that block of shit? It's
part time bomb, part hobby plug. It's a Pentacopter.
It's more like this. When Mrs. Johnson keeps telling you, don't fly that drone around my window.
Don't fly that drone here.
Say, ma'am,
through the window.
Look at this. I own
this ain't a drone, baby. This is a Pentacopter.
This has got muscle. So we were obviously trashing and dogging on that. We wanted to have Shaun lay down one, but it sucked. I didn't have the song queued up. I finally found it though. But it is quite a gift that keeps on giving as far as jokes go.
It has crashed. There is some severe damage to it, and
the reason it shouldn't even be flying.
She rode hard and put away wet, boys, but she still gets the crowd going.
Say it again down. Say it again down. Jeez. No, say it again. You gotta do it again. Here we go. Ready? Say it. And hold on. You got the crowd's laughing, and we're gonna get the crowd laughter. We got them going too. Everyone's laughing in the background. So you gotta do it one more time for me. You ready? Go, Brosif.
Oh yeah, she rode hard and put away wet. She's a Pentacopter. She might be dirty, but she still gets the crowd going. One broken prop, that ain't a problem. Just fire up the tail end. She'll get you home. She'll get you home.
When throttle management doesn't mean shit in your life, yet you want to fly a multi-bladed drone, get yourself a Pentacopter.
The next time you're at the AMA field and the old man next to you says, "Can you hang it on the prop?" You say fuck yeah.
Wait, you gotta let me do the damn music. Doesn't do well without that. Try it again. You got.
Next time you're at the AMA field and some old man gives you a hard time about your quadcopter and says, "Can you hang it on the prop?" You can say fuck yeah, because I fly the pentacopter.
Oh,
when you want to confuse your fellow brethren, is it a plane? Is it a quadcopter? No, it's a pentacopter.
Nightmare on Elm Street meets Friday the 13th.
Let's put some aluminum props on that.
We've been having a great time. So as we wrap up that little segment, let's get on back over to Shaun. And what'd you take from that little interview we did with him? It was cool to have him on, man.
Awesome. Yeah, man, what a great pilot. I mean,
he's a good spokesman for the industry.
Been like the backbone of racing and FPV and what everybody looks to. What an awesome guy. Positivity.
Yeah.
And just he's been through a lot. I mean, you listen to what he's been through. Oh my gosh. Most of us would take a knee injury like that and just call it quit. I'm done. Tap out.
That's fucking fuck you. I literally would throw in the bell. Ding ding. Right? Ding ding. I'm done.
And he's overseas and it happens to him. You know, it's like it's not like it happened in like Florida.
Right.
You know?
Where healthcare is at its finest. Sorry. I didn't.
Yeah. There's a hospital in every fucking corner.
Anyways.
It's like Wendy's.
I took away.
Wendy's, hospital, Wendy's. It's like.
What I took away was Shaun still is as great as he was when I met him back when, and same guy and same really cool dude, and same racer, like same. He's just progressed and through his time and become more of a competitive racer, competitive athlete in the racing environment. And I've watched, and it's cool to see. I like that. I like his approach is very similar.
He's committed. He is the FPV life right there. I mean, they've committed themselves to FPV. That's amazing. That's great. His wife
some of us wish we could, man. Some of us wish we could. Trust me.
The minivans, all little stick figures with goggles and drones flying around.
Trust me. If this could be like full time all the time in race, I would. I'd be all over that, man. Absolutely. Hell yes, without question. I'd be done. I'd be like, see ya. I'm off to go live the fucking dream, dude. That would be amazing. So he's got a really unique experience. We shared one, but he's been on and made these tremendous. Been all over the world, dude. Like going to Turkey and going to Istanbul to do the Worlds. I mean, that's crazy.
Istanbul.
That's really really cool. But it's unique and awesome, and I hope people took away from this episode those practice principles and finding balance when you're prepping for a race and what you do to get ready for it. If you want to be on, race with the big dogs, if you will, or the pilots that you know of or heard of, it takes a lot of discipline to do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen. And luck is part of the day. That's true. But you want to take as much luck out of it. You want to take all that luck out of it.
You got to be one with the flow that day.
Yep. You got to run the best. It's always against yourself. That's the other thing to take away. It's about you showing up and racing yourself. It's about you putting down the best that you can put down. And that's all that matters. You putting down your best line. And hopefully that is what will win the day for you. So this is cool. It was neat to see what Shaun does. And I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he keeps going forward. He never is edgy. Like behind the scenes, he can get a little rough if he gets miffed.
I bet you on race day, just like you. Nobody understands racing Shelby. Unless you're up close next to you, nobody can feel that vibe that you throw. And I'm sure he's the same way. And everybody gets that. When it's business time, it's business time. You put on the gloves and you go.
Yeah, I'm super hyper focused when I'm racing.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about jack fucking diddly squat. Nothing other than the line
no.
and me putting down the best time I can on my line, running the best thing I can racing. I know Shaun's thinking the same damn thing. It's crazy that Junebug is also the other thing that I took away, that his wife is, in such a unique experience. I didn't think about it till then, that what she's got at her disposal, and it sounds like she's got the itch to compete. She's setting herself up for great success. Like, isn't that crazy, man?
Yeah, very competitive.
And then
very competitive.
And then now it's like it's generational. It's going to be, ladies and gentlemen, present to you the son of NYTFury and Junebug, Maximus. I mean, he's going to be laying down some runs. That kid's going to be flying when he's out of a diaper. Like, it's going to be crazy. I mean, because drone's going to stay around. Like, it really will. I mean, drone racing is going to stay around. That formal racing is staying.
The families. I mean, we have families now that are getting into it, you know, being passionate about it. You know, I got my little guy, 2 years old. He loves wearing the goggles. That's all he asks for is the goggles. You know, these kids, they latch right onto it.
Am I sensing a Rotor Ranch NYTFury family feud?
Oh, no. That'd be crazy for fixed wing versus quad racing. That'd be the...
Say it again?
That'd be crazy, right? Little fixed wing quad racing.
Fixed wing quad racing? Wait, I want to do the...
Yeah.
Please play. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have the Rotor Ranch family versus the NYTFury. Come on down. Anyways, I had to do it. That would be crazy to see. Like, it's generational now. It's the sport's not going anywhere, and those kids are going to be in it.
For 500.
No, it will be. Would you fly this? And then you'd have to say pentacopter, and then we'd go ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding. That was the #1 answer. Survey said. Moving along. Sorry, we had to do that. It was funny. Where were we? So his son is going to be a racer. I mean, because like I keep saying, racing's going to be around. It's not going anywhere, man. It's going to get more money, I'm sure, and get bigger. And to a point, it's not going to. It's not going to become this massive thing, but it's going to be around for plenty of time for them to age up into it, I would imagine. What do you think? It'd be like, 12 years, 13 years max. Miss. Oh, fuck. I should have had
Maximus Fury.
I mean, it could be, right? You think it'd still be around 12 years from now? It's got to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's going to be totally different.
It's
going to be totally
There's a whole
different.
market. It's a whole industry now. You can see. So check it out. So check this out. Like, so, we're like,
we got 3 minutes,
like
son.
Major hurricane status here, right? Like, I've got like the biggest hurricane on record, like out on the beach, just like chilling out, waiting to destroy everything. So we're packing up like the entire fucking fort. Camp Rotor is under assault, and we're packing up. We're getting ready to haul ass if we have to. But anyway, so I'm sitting on the couch the other night. Trying to gather my thoughts, and I'm flicking through the fucking 5 channels that I have, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This guy is... It's like, I'm on one of these obscure, like, PBS channels from, like, wherever the fuck broadcasted on. So he's got these remote control. I wish I could, like, have a link for this video, because he's building these remote control animals, okay? And they're like super lifelike. They're like real hair. I mean, it looks like a meerkat, or it looks like an owl, or it looks like a sea lion. And it's got FPV cameras in the eyes, dude. And he puts it out there with the penguins, and he puts it out there, and he's filming everything. And it's like our technology. It's like the FPV to another level. Now they're doing wildlife video. He's got a monkey. He's got a baby monkey with FPV cameras in the eyes, and all the other monkeys come over and pet it and do monkey shit, and it's like, what the fuck?
When you're bored with flying.
So,
He's doing no shit. You start putting them in stuffed animals and laying around, putting with the similar animals of life.
I want to
real.
Like
What the fuck is that?
Stuffy robot wars, like you gotta like make like a robot fucking Bambi and have it go out there and fight Teddy Ruxpin.
Get a Chucky doll.
Oh my god, dude, sorry. Oh well, that was interesting, to say the least. But that was
So yeah, we're packing up. We're getting ready to haul ass.
Camp Rotor Riot's on the up and out. Where are you gonna head? North? You don't know where you're gonna go.
West.
West. Yeah, that sounds about
West.
right.
And we're in Jacksonville. We're pretty close to 10, so I'll probably just jump on 10 and head a little bit out of the. Get out of the way, and as soon as it passes, drive back and set the camp back up. So
set the camp back up and back to vids.
Hey, that's what
it's gonna be,
happens,
man. I hope it just stays out in the ocean. I hope it doesn't do anything but just kind of hook.
Yeah, that'd be.
Keep
We're
on
not
going.
making
Keep
any
on going.
decisions on moving. We're
move
not in
on.
an
Nothing to see
evacuation
here.
zone, so they haven't like said you have to go. So
Some of the southern counties.
some of the southern counties, some of Florida has already started evacuating, but we haven't been evacuated yet. So I guess we're gonna make a call tomorrow and see how far off the coast it's staying. If it's coming closer to us, we'll have the winds, and that's what worries me more than anything. The heavy winds. So.
Yeah, man. It's a fucking hurricane. That's not, and that's a fucking massive. It's crazy, dude.
So
like what is
my whole weekend? I busted my ass. I was on this big job, and I had like a 4-day weekend. I was gonna go flying and hang out, and barbecue, and I got my my new toy.
Oh yeah, you got your new one.
I got
your Pinto.
I got the Pinto.
Pinto.
Yeah, I picked up the one wheel.
You got the one wheel.
Are being evacuated.
Yeah. So the one wheel is definitely the ticket. I love it. I got on it last night. Got a little. So I didn't get no air therapy, but I got a new one. I got some float therapy.
Float therapy, he says.
I went carving the neighborhood until about 11 o'clock last night.
I tell you what, man, if anybody needed, like I've seen a lot of people with those, it's the one with the big wheel in the center. It's not like what I have, the Uniscoot, the one-wheel Segway.
It's not like
it's a bicycle tire, basically, which is really what it is. Yours is the fat, big, look like a racing slick, and then you stand on the sides. Dude, now, when I first met Brosa with CFL, and somebody had, I think Panda had it, somebody had theirs, and you got on it. You used to be a snowboard instructor. You used to be a snowboard instructor, and you told me. And you got on that fucking thing, and man, I had never seen anybody, even to this day, ride it like you. Like you were meant for that thing. That's totally up your alley, dude. Like completely. You were all over. You were just. It looked like you were fucking snowboarding out there, dude. You were leaning like insane. It was crazy. It was nuts.
Dude, this thing has like a flight controller in it. So it's got like different ride modes. Like so you can have it on, pretty aggressive settings if you want, or you can have it on a little more docile, like buttery smooth. So I've got it on this one setting now, and it's, oh my gosh, dude. Heel side turn. I was carving the parking lot like nobody's business.
If you're young and you're watching, and when you hit 46 plus years old, you're going to be wanting to do the same thing. And you're a former skateboarder, this is what will happen. Or a snowboarder, this is what will happen.
When you don't want to push around anymore.
Yeah, but dude, I could tell like you were ripping it back in the day. There's no doubt about it. We're gonna get going then. I think that was about it. I had a good show. I think this was a good time. You have a good time,
Beehive? I'm kind of like in purgatory. I have time off, but I have to be prepared to run. Yeah, man. We're gonna obviously you and I behind closed doors. Ooh. It almost sounds like one of those moments. I almost got away with it. It's behind closed doors. We'll have our normal chit chats. Just you and me, ear to ear, voice to voice, talking about the fucked up situation in which you're in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't bother you much. And yeah, you and I will be talking.
What happens behind the doors
off air and see what happens. I'm going to watch it too because we're in the Carolinas. We're not too sure whether it's going to be, what it's doing yet. We have to wait till tomorrow to find out.
I'm going to fly in it.
So we don't know either how much we're not going to see the damage like you guys are.
In the next week or so, I think everybody on the East Coast is going to be slightly affected by the storm.
I got my flights in, man. I definitely got my flying time in. I posted up some shitty videos.
I saw some of that today. You and Mr. Rick are there. I always like watching one of my projects go by at 1,000,000 miles an hour upside down.
Yeah. But it's not flying right now. The nose got all fucked up. It was actually all twitchy. I posted a video. I didn't like it too much.
I don't expect it to fly very well now. I mean, geez, it's how old?
Exactly.
It's almost exceeded its lifespan.
It is. It has.
He went.
But I think that's good and good way to end it. I had a great time with you, Broseph, as usual. It's always weird to have him here. Without him, the show would not be the show. We're going to say thanks for coming, brother. And do you want to say anything to anybody before you leave? Say your signature out.
Life is better than the goggles.
There you go.
Go get yourself some air therapy. And if the weather sucks, go get yourself some float therapy. If you ain't got one, get one.
There you go.
A lot of fun.
You heard it from Broseph. Get some air therapy or some float therapy. He's out. We'll let him go. And that's going to leave it to just us, I think, right? And we're over here. Yeah. Cool. There we are. It's just you, me, him, and them. It's been fun, kids. We had a great time. We're glad you all stopped by to the drone hangar. We appreciate it. Without you, we wouldn't be the show. And we had a great time with Shaun Taylor. And if you want to catch up what he had to say about his practice and what he does and all the, well, where he's at right now, go back and watch the show again. Brian, do you have anything to say before we head out?
Get you some.
Get you some. Marty, anything? Is Marty even over there?
He might be asleep.
That's funny. Well, I wanted this one right here. We'll do this one right here. All right. But anyways, kids, it's been great. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to tune in next week. I think we're going to have Ashton back on, and we'll have another special guest. So until then, as always, remember, oh, there's Marty. Get you some of that. We're out. Smooches. Smooches. Bye-bye.